Hi, I'm Simon Rushton and this is Taxi Chronicles podcast. On this podcast, we spontaneously interview unsuspecting passengers with their permission, allowing them to share their intimate life stories and concerns. As our slogan states, real riders, real stories. Some riders prefer to be anonymous, while others ask me to tell their story later on. Either way, there are all genuine 5 to 10 minutes stories, so sit back and enjoy this episode. Morning. Yes, we're back with another episode of Taxi Chronicles. We've got a rider in the car. Hello. His name's James, and James is an entrepreneur in the making. He's doing a couple of things, and I want to give him the opportunity to tell us about what he does, his success and his failures, and what he's learned from that. So over to you, James.
I'm sure it'll be one of the more boring podcasts that you've seen.
No, don't
hearing about what this guy has been talking about recently, but happy to be included anyway in the taxi podcast. But my name's James. I'm a new entrepreneur, hopefully in the making, but we'll see how it goes. But spent the last 18 months trying to start up a few different things, and we'll see what floats. But yeah, this whole time is a little bit weird, but happy to have a chat with all you guys, see what you guys think about what I'm talking about, but happily hand over to see what questions we have and see what you guys ask as well.
Okay, so James, tell us about what this idea is, how you're going to implement it, and why it's needed in the market.
So I run a company called E013, and E013 is a way for freelancers and solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, whatever you see yourself as you work by yourself, to get free workspace and free lead generation as well. So the idea is pretty simple, as I like to think about it, but we partner up with lots of different office spaces in London and hopefully soon the UK internationally, and you get a workspace in these co-working spaces, lounge areas, hot desking areas, and so you get this workspace for free. It normally costs about sort of £100 to £500 a month, depending where you are. And also the businesses in the workspace can book you for free. So the idea is that you don't pay for the workspace with money, but you pay with your time. So you give 20 hours of your time back to the co-working community, to the building businesses per month, and they can book you in for your skills. Mm-hmm. And the way that works is that if they book you in, you give away 2 hours to 10 different companies. And if one of these companies books you in for 2 hours, likelihood is that any project that this business has will need more than 2 hours. So you'll get paid on your hourly rate, your day rate, your monthly rate, whatever it is. And so you can get new clients, up to 10 new clients per month, mm-hmm. just by being part of this new E013 platform.
Okay.
And it's never been done before, so it's a way for freelancers who are looking for new business to get new business, recommended for free. You get your free recommendation in these buildings for hundreds and hundreds of businesses looking at your profile every day.
Okay. So have you had much interest in this?
So we're launching next week.
Okay.
So it's all very cool. But we're launching next week with spaces in London, mm-hmm. for 300 free workspaces for freelancers. So what we're doing next week is we're opening up our platform, E013.co, INTRUROU. So the freelancers can join the waitlist to be able to be reviewed and vetted, and to make sure that you really are the best freelancers in your field, mm-hmm. and then get accepted for a free workspace, and then to offer your skills to businesses in your building, which is really cool. And then we're going to open up the platform fully in mid-November, hopefully.
Okay, so you're not letting the whole COVID situation really take effect on you?
It's a difficult one. it's a difficult one, you know, because the whole COVID situation means that people aren't going back into the office, but on the other spectrum, it also means that there are more freelancers being made available, which is a really, sad thing, because people are getting, fired from their jobs, made redundant from their jobs, which is crap.
Yep.
To be honest. But it also means that if people have this ambition to pursue a career in what they want to do and to be their own boss and to fulfill their own destiny, then this is the time where they can really do it.
Mm-hmm.
And what we're trying to do now is provide a way where they can start to create a client base ahead of reaching beyond their own personal crowds, and get connected to people who they would never have been connected to, maybe, and get some work, and have a proper workspace rather than working in a coffee shop or their bedroom, which is all, but they're all like very uncomfortable places to work, and they're not productive. But if you actually get a desk in an office surrounded by hundreds of businesses in central London, then hopefully it can put you on the path towards making a real success of whatever you're trying to create.
Do you reckon you can do a virtual version of this as well?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest.
Maybe
so what we're trying to do actually now, as we're trying to launch, is to implement, when businesses book you as a freelancer, or you as a business book a freelancer, whoever's listening to this.
Yep.
Instead of meeting them face to face, which will normally happen, so you as a business, you would say, let's meet in the common area, this is what we're going to discuss, so the freelancer can prepare for the meeting. We're going to implement like a Zoom integration, so that you can actually do it over Zoom, so you don't need to meet face to face, because it's a weird thing to do at the moment, which I completely get, and obviously I'm not doing it right now, sitting next to this.
What's your background?
I worked in commercial real estate for 5 years.
Okay.
And I did some really cool stuff, like advising some people about like what to do with their developments and investments in like Camden, Kentish Town, Clerkenwell, like really cool stuff. But decided that I wanted to do something for myself, and I started it maybe 10 months ago. And that's what Intro You is about. It's taken a bit longer than what we thought it would, but naturally that's how it works. But we're only trying to see how we can improve our tech throughout COVID, and no, it's not the right time to launch mid-June, whenever we were.
Okay, so last but not least, what's the impact you want to have on the world?
What we're trying to do at the moment is create a benefit to the overlooked freelance community and the gig economy, which is an ever-growing economy. They say that 1 in 2 people are going to be freelancers or solopreneurs or entrepreneurs by 2035, and it's an economy which no one seems to care about at the moment. Okay. And what we're trying to do is just make that life a little bit easier for the new freelancers coming available, and the freelancers who are experienced as well, but to say, we can give you a space to work. Can't do that much, but we can give you a space to work, and we can introduce you to clients, and hopefully that will get you on your way into proving what you can do to what you're trying to give out into the world as well.
That's good. So thanks for that, James.
No, thank you for having me on.
Much appreciated. And if people want to find you, is there Instagram or anything handle that they can find you on?
We've got a very bad Instagram handle at the moment, which we're trying to improve. Starting 10th of November, we've got a very, very good guy coming on board, which we're really excited for. But if you follow at introu.co, so that's INTROU.co, then you should be able to find out more. There's some reels about what our platform is on there as well, and you can get a bit more information about what we're about. But send us a message. I get it direct as well, so I'll be the one replying to you. But we look forward to hearing from you if you hear about this as well.
Okay then, thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
We hoped you liked that episode. Keeping in mind we never know who we're going to interview. We post twice a day, 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. GMT. Have you ever considered the future economies to invest in? Why not listen to our sister podcast, Africa Investor Stories? Considering Africa has the fastest growing economies and population on Earth and has done for many years, it holds 30% of the world's known natural resources. We publish twice a week, Tuesday with a guest investor and Fridays talking about investment, politics and history, providing a clear understanding for any potential investor.